Hey, what's up guys? This is Vikas once again back with another tutorial, and in this tutorial I will show you how to create a 4-step infographics like this. So before start creating, I just want to request you, if you are watching this video for first time and haven't subscribed my channel yet, then please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever we upload a new video on this channel. So guys, before start creating, I just want to show you how I have created these shapes and combined these shapes to get a perfect effect like this. So I'm just clicking on this bigger circle, as you can see over here. I'm just sliding it. You can see this is only a big circle, but one more thing I just want to tell you, that this circle will give you an effect like bubble like effect you can see here. So for this shape, as you can see, I have duplicated this shape 4 times. This shape group actually, because this is not a single shape, I have created more than one shapes and grouped together to get a shape like this. So I have 4 copy of these shapes, and when we arrange the shape in a particular manner, then the infographics like this will be completed. So let me show how I have created this shape group. So I just right click over here and making it ungrouped so that I can show you each group. So here you will see a group like this. So this is the main part of this infographics. Once you completed this, then there is only the rest of the things is only a circle shape. So guys, I'm just going to undo it. I think you have got the ideas how I have created these shapes. So I'm just going to undo it and let's start creating. So just click on the insert option over here. You will find a new slide option over here. Just click on that, and a blank slide option you have to choose. Just click on that. Blank slide is added. Now it's time to add a circle. So click on the shape. Here you will find a oval shape option. Just click on that. Press Ctrl and Shift together and drag outward to make a bigger circle like this. For now, I'm going to change the shape outline to no outline, and the shape fill will be okay. Later on, we will change the shape fill also. So now I'm going to click on the rotate option. Not rotate option, I'm just going to click on the align option. Here you will find a align middle option. Just click on that. Now again click on the align option, and here you will find align center option. Just click on that so that we can put this bigger circle exactly in the middle of this slide. Okay, so now what we have to do, we just have to create this particular shape. So for this, I'm just going to making a duplicate copy of this circle by pressing Ctrl D on the keyboard. And now I'm pressing Ctrl and Shift and dragging it inward to make it a little bit smaller like this. Okay. Okay. Now you just have to put this circle in front of the previous one or bigger one like this. Just keep shifting the smaller circle until you get a dotted red line like this. It will show you that your circle is exactly in the front of the previous one or bigger one. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to close it a little bit. Now again I'm going to duplicate this circle like this, and now I'm going to change the shape fill of this circle like this. I'm going to choose any random color you can choose. So now I'm going to right click over here and choose a format shape option over here, and click on the fill option over here. In the fill option you will get a transparency option. Just make it a little bit transparent like this. Okay, now press Ctrl and Shift together, and I'm dragging it outward to make it a little bit bigger like this. Now place this over here. I'm going to bring this circle a little bit closer like this and place this. I'm going to zoom in so that I can perfectly get the circles. I'm just placing it over here. Okay, now again press Ctrl D to duplicate this yellow circle and place this yellow circle over here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl A to select all this circle and click on the merge shape option, and I'm going to fragment. choose a fragment option from here. So now I just don't want this and this circle over here, so I'm going to select these two circles and pressing Ctrl D to delete it. Now you can see I have created this shape over here. Okay, so now what you'll have to do is you just have to click on insert option, just choose a rectangle option from here, just drag a rectangle over here. I'm going to make it no outline and I'm going to make the transparency to this. Now I will put this rectangle over here exact in the middle of this shape. I'm talking about this shape only. Okay, now select this shape and press Ctrl and select this particular shape. Just click on the merge shape option and say fragment option over here. Okay, now I'm just going to delete this extra shape over here, unwanted shape. Okay, and now put this shape together like this. So now I will show you I have split these shapes. So now the question is why I have split these shapes. So the answer is I have just split these shapes to get a effect like this. Now you can see here I have split these shapes and put this gradient. But for the second shape the gradient color is same, but the alternate gradient is there. So that's why I have split these shapes to give a alternate gradient effect over here. Okay, so I will put this shape over here and now I'm going to select these two shapes and press Ctrl Z to group it together. Okay, now I'm going to zoom out from here. Okay, now select this shape, and I'm going to put this shape over here. Put this shape over here. For now I'm going to change the shape color, like I'm going to do it this. Now you can see. So now I'm going to select all these two shapes and press Ctrl G to group it. Okay, and just click on the rotate option, this more rotation option, and here you will find the rotation tab. Just click 45 degree over here. So this shape will be automatically rotated with 45 degree. Now adjust this over here, press Ctrl D to make a duplicate copy of this and just click on rotate option and flip it vertically like this. Just place this over here. Again I'm going to press Ctrl D to duplicate one more copy of this and click on the rotate option and flip it horizontally like this and kept it over here. Adjust it. It will take some time. Now again pressing Ctrl D to duplicate one more copy and flip it vertically like this and place this one over here. Again you have to adjust the shape like this. So the shape is ready. Now it's time to feed the gradient colors. So let me have a look. So for this bigger circle, I'm just clicking on this and choosing a gradient fill option over here. Now you have to change the direction of this gradient. Like I'm going to choose this one from here. Okay, that's it. So for this circle, basically I'm going to, let me see, Just choose this circle, choose a gradient fill option from here, and now I'm going to change the direction of this like this, and alternate the handle because I want the darker color in upper side and the lighter color in lower side, like this. Okay, so duplicate this circle by pressing Ctrl D, and for now I'm going to select this color and press Ctrl and Shift together and make the circle a little bit smaller like this. I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and again I'm going to press Ctrl and Shift and drag it outward to make this bigger like this. So I'm going to ungroup it and copy this circle and put this circle over here. Again duplicate the circle and put this over here. Again duplicate the circle and put this over here. Now select this yellow circle and give it gradient color. Again select this yellow circle and click on the gradient fill. Again select this circle and click on the gradient fill option over here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy all these color samples from here, from this slide, and paste it over here like this. I'm going to make it okay. So now it's time to add a gradient fill over here. So I'm going to select this shape, choose gradient fill option, and I'm changing the type radial, type linear from the radial. Okay. Now I'm just for the left handle, I'm just going to click on the color option over here. You can see, and choosing a eyedropper option from here and put this eyedropper over the color sample for which the color we want to fill in this particular shape. So I'm just going to click over here, and for the right handle I'm just going to click on right handle, and clicking on color option you will find eyedropper option. Just click on that and put this eyedropper over the color sample area where you want to select, from where you want to select the color. So I'm just going to click on this particular color. Now I'm going to change the angle, like I want the gradient like this. Okay, so now for this one I'm again going to press on gradient fill option. It will automatically fetch the color we have put in the previous one. So now what you will have to do is you just have to alternate these handles to make the alternate gradient effect like this. So finally we want the effect like this. Okay, so for this is completed, I'm going to do the same with this shape and this shape and this shape. So I'm going to fast and forward the video so that we can save the time. Now it's time to add the color on this circle. Okay, so select this circle, choose a gradient fill from here, and now for the left handle just click on the left handle. It is automatically clicked, so I'm just again clicking on this left handle, and for this handle I'm just going to choose the eyedropper option and will choose this color from color sample. And for the right handle I'm just going to choose the left side color sample like this. Now I'm just going to change the direction, like I'm going to change the direction to this one. You have to keep, because you can see here the upper part is darker, so we will make the lower part darker in this smaller circle. Okay, so do the same with these three shapes. So I'm going to fast and forward the video. That's completed, guys. So the next step we have to do, we just have to add these options text and this text over here. So I'm just going to copy this one from here and I will paste it over here. So this is option 1, so we have to change it to 1, like I'm going to change it 1 and press Ctrl D to duplicate one more copy and place it over here. I'm going to change it option 2, the text will change. Again press Ctrl D and I'm going to change the text over here, like I'm going to make it 3, and again I'm going to duplicate it and paste it over here, put it over here and make the text like 4. Okay, so here you can't see the option over here, so I'm going to change the color of this text to some dark color like this. Okay, now you can see. So for the option, let me show you which type of text style I have been using in this particular text. So I'm just using square 720 and the size is 20. So now it's time to add these center text. So I'm just going to center, I have grouped this text over here, so I'm just pressing Ctrl C to copy it and paste it over here like this. So you can see for the business I have using Calibri body and the size is 18, and for the smaller text I'm using Calibri body but the size is 10.5. Okay, so you just have to use, again for the infographics text I'm again using Calibri body but it is bold. The difference is only that it is bold. So it's done. Now it's time to add these text over here. So I'm just going to copy again this text over here and paste it over here like this. Again press Ctrl D, paste it over here. Again press Ctrl D to paste it over here. Ctrl D to paste it over here. But one more thing I just want to tell you guys here, that the text align should be proper. Like here I have make the text align to the left, sorry, to the right, but in this text I'm going to align it to the left like this. For this I'm also going to align it to the left, and for this text group I'm again going to press Ctrl A and align it to the left, your text, and again going to align it to the left. Now put this icon over here and put this icon over here. You can use the different icons for the different text. So for now I'm not going to use the different icons, but you should use it as per your infographics or presentation demand. So the final things I'm just going to do, I'm just going to add a shadow effect over a bigger circle, like I'm going to choose the shadow and again I'm going to choose the preset like this. So this is the shadow effect you have to add. It will add something extra in your slide. So I'm just going to make it more blur like this, and for this smaller circle you can add shadow also. So I'm just going to choose this bigger circle over here and choose the shadow options and choosing the presets like this, and you can see I'm going to change the blurriness to 10. So do the same with these shapes and you will see the difference what you get in your presentation. So I'm going to choose this preset over here and making the blurriness 10 pt. Now I'm going to choose this one. Again I'm going to choose the preset, like I'm going to choose this preset over here and making the blurriness to the 10 pt. So this is very easy, but it will give an extraordinary effect and make the slides very interactive and attractive. So I'm going to choose this one over here, and again I'm going to make the blurriness, as you know, 1080. So this is all about the slide design. This is all about the design part, and finally I'm just going to change the finally I'm going to format the background here. So I'm going to choose a gradient fill option over here, and again going to change the type to the radial. Okay, so the direction should be this, and for this I'm just going to alternate the handles like this. It will give a pleasant effect to your slides. So this is all about this particular infographics. So guys, just keep creating, and if you have any problems or any queries, then please write me on my WhatsApp number. I will give you in this description link, so please write there. And you can download the free templates over my blog, or I will also try to give the link in the description so that you can download the templates from there. So keep watching guys, keep tuned with us, and keep sharing the knowledge. So that's all for today guys. See you in the next tutorial. Till now, bye, and thank you very much for watching this video.